Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's that time of the week for the NFL's 5 best bets for this week, 9 NFL slates. Before we begin, I'm going to quickly recap on how we got in week 8. Fortunately, dropping under 50%, 2 out of 5. Couple of notable misses was the Houston Texans not covering the handicap, and also the Green Bay Packers not covering the handicap. Both were leading. Both were leading with a handicap in at the time. Jacksonville went down to level the game. Houston had a chance. They would have going to minimum score a field goal to go 6 points clear, and unfortunately they fumbled it. And that was the end of that one. And it was close, but again was dropped under 50%. So this week we got to improve. Still searching for the 5 out of 5 this year, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I'm feeling good this week. Let's get it positive moving forward to bet number 5. Bet number 5 sees the Dallas Cowboys traveling to the Atlanta Falcons. My Cowboys are a shambles. Another loss. We only lost by 6 points, but it was a spanking second half. Third quarter, San Fran just ran away with the game, 3 touchdowns. Our defense can't stop the run. We can't stop anyone. Dak Prescott, as I said all along, is an overrated quarterback. He ain't going to take us anywhere. And the fact he's got paid that massive contract makes me feel sick. Atlanta coming off a hard fought, but quite impressive, comfortable win at their division rivals Tampa. Yes, Tampa were missing, obviously, the Mike Evans and Godwin, but Atlanta still got a guy there on the offense to do the job, and they did that with relative ease. My thoughts on the game: both defenses are very weak. Atlanta's offense is strong. Dallas are hit and miss, but I fancy the total points in this game. I think this is going to go over. So for bet number 5 for me, the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons, we're taking the total game points over 51.5. Bet number 4 sees the Denver Broncos traveling to the Baltimore Ravens. Denver coming off a comfortable home victory against Carolina. Obviously went 7-0 down, rated off 28, conceded a late touchdown, but it was with relative ease. They're looking decent. Bo Nix is looking okay. I've been quite impressed with Bo Nix, to say the least, and obviously we know what Denver's D can bring to the table. So Sean Payton's done a great coaching job there. Baltimore Ravens coming off a loss to Cleveland Browns, led by Jameis Winston. This is the Baltimore Ravens. They're inconsistent. They'll go on a 5-game win streak and then lose out to teams like Cleveland with Jameis Winston playing. That's why I can't rely on Baltimore regularly every week. I don't think they are a Super Bowl contender, but I don't think they're going to win it. Just too many flaws, and Jackson gets us out for the pickle too much in these sort of games. My thoughts on this game: you're giving Denver plus 9.5. I'm sorry, Baltimore at home. I don't care if they're home, away, wherever the handicap is. Denver are playing really well at the moment, and the defense has stepped up. And Bo Nix is no slouch. Baltimore's D isn't the same as it was last season. Give me 9.5, Baltimore. I'm taking the points. Bet number 4, Denver Broncos at the Baltimore Ravens. Market Denver Broncos plus 9.5. Bet number 3 sees the Miami Dolphins traveling to the Buffalo Bills. Miami coming off a tough loss to his return against Arizona at home. It was good to see him back. It was good to see him having some offense. Granted, obviously, to his health is a massive question mark. One more hit could end up, killing him, or definitely retiring him. So we've got to keep an eye on him. It's like a ticking time bomb, really, with him. But it's good to see him back. Buffalo, ever impressive win at Seattle, dominate from start to finish. They're going under the radar a little bit, Buffalo. They're similar to Baltimore. They're going a little bit of a streak, then they'll chuck one in the bin, but they're looking decent. Josh Allen's spreading the ball around. They're running the ball well. The defense is showing up. It's really, really doing well this year. They're at home playing Miami. Question marks for that doing this year. Yes, Tua is back, as we said, but I'm really confident Buffalo at home. So for bet number 3, the Miami Dolphins traveling to the Buffalo Bills. We're taking the market, the Buffalo Bills minus 6.5. Bet number 2 sees the Chicago Bears traveling to the Arizona Cardinals. Chicago Bears come off the most devastating way to lose a game. We've all seen the videos. We've seen the highlight of the touchdown. We've seen what the Bears' defensive player was doing. They fought so hard in that game. Caleb Williams turned up only in the fourth quarter. Got the go-ahead with 23 seconds left down the 2-point conversion, but they fell short to a Jaden Daniels Hail Mary. Only other team that'll do that than Chicago Bears is the Dallas Cowboys, but I feel the pain for him. But you got to be on, you got to switch on in every aspect of the 60 minutes of the game, and they fell asleep on that 1 second. So more for them. Arizona coming off a say narrow win. They nicked it at the death to Miami. Didn't give up. They're beginning to be a bit of a pain in the bum team to bet on, bet against, bet for. Kyler Murray, he's been very inconsistent. But when they get going, their offense looks really, really good. My thoughts on the game, I do like the Chicago Bears D, but playing Arizona, I think this is a get-right game for the offense for the Bears. I think Kyler Murray at home is more comfortable. I think he's going to do fine here. And I think the total game points is too low. So for bet number 2, the Chicago Bears travel to the Arizona Cardinals. Take the market, total game points over 44.5. And bet number 1 sees the Indianapolis Colts traveling to the Minnesota Vikings Sunday Night Football. Indianapolis Colts, the time recording, have just benched Anthony Richardson. The news had come out that he had to leave the game to take a breather, which is pretty much unheard of for a quarterback position when they're driving to win the game or driving to stay in the game. Just something that's unheard of. They've had enough. If Andy Richardson was playing, I've been taking the Vikings handicap for sure. But Joe Flacco's back, the gunslinger. We all have to see it. At the edge of his career, he don't give 2 Fs. He just slings that ball. Minnesota coming off a disappointing Thursday night defeat to the Rams. The Rams dominated him, to be fair. They're on a bit of a losing streak now. 2-game loss after being 5-0. Is this a get-right game? Joe Flacco coming back, slinging the ball. We shall see. But one thing I know with Joe Flacco, one I think I know with having the Minnesota Vikings, in these D, I don't trust too much. This screams over. The total game point screams over. This is my bet of the week on Sunday Night Football. And bet number 1, the Indianapolis Colts traveling to Minnesota Vikings, bet of the week. The total game points we are taking over 46.5. And there we have it, guys. That is the NFL's 5 best bets for this week concluded. If you like any markets or disagree with the markets I've given, please jot down below. If there's any markets in other games you may have not considered who we really think we should have, please jot down below. When you're having a bet, guys, please remember to gamble responsibly. Only gamble you can afford. Thanks for tuning in. We will be back next week to review how we got on this week's 9 NFL slate and to preview the NFL Week 10 slate. Have a great weekend, enjoy watching the football, and we'll see you in the next video.